Hey there, YouTube. I'm Yukitsu. This is the Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Total War Attila. As we sort of continue along, we're kind of in a bleh kind of place right now, but I mean, things are all in all going to be okay for us, I think. Our legion over in Angulus should be able to hold out for quite some time here, I think, until we can get their numbers back up and maybe go out and start trashing some things. Let's go ahead and get these upgrades, actually. I went ahead and destroyed the rebel stack that was down here. They actually gave me a bit of a fuss there. They were pretty tough compared to what I thought, but they did give me an onager, which is nice of them. Very kind. We could upgrade these levies armaturia as well. I forgot to hire mercenaries with these guys. I was going to do that, but we got catapult out of the deal anyway, and we didn't lose any units. We're just going to hang around there until we replenish a little bit, but we don't have to do much else. That did get us a little bit of experience, though, with Quintus Symmachus here, so he can go ahead and become our supreme commander. Other than that, though, why don't we go ahead and hit end turn now? I was just sort of doing those little things, and I was kind of like, well, might as well do the episode now. Close enough to the time where we hit end turn anyway. Hopefully things are going to go well for us. That's all I'm hoping here. Alright. Okay, Burgundians are starting to burn down my stuff, raid in my borders here now. Where the hell are they from again? Well, Burgundy, obviously, but isn't that, like, not anywhere near where they're attacking? Not attacking, I guess, but raiding. Actually, they're nomadic now. Interesting, they must have lost their capital. Okay, maybe if I can draw them close enough into a favorable enough position, I should attack them. It looks like the Eastern Romans are in starvation. They need to upgrade their farms or something, I guess. Alright, Huns, are you guys going to... Oh, that's kind of disconcerting, but... looks like they really like Verunum for some reason. I'm hoping we can compel them to start migrating down to the Eastern Roman territory, but they don't seem like they want to fight. So... Someone is playing Clanad. I didn't think that was a game. Alright, well, whatever. Eastern Romans. Let's hope that they can get their stuff together, because I would hate to lose them as a trade partner, honestly. Oh, we got an attack here. Alright, they're not actually going to be willing to take the field against me. Now, I wonder if I can attack those guys without the reinforcements coming in, because they might not be in reinforcement range. I don't really know where it's measured from in this particular scenario, but... we can hold out there for a little while.
An alliance would truly benefit us all.
Yeah, sure.
Keep enemies suitably awed.
Yeah, I think that is actually fine. I'm willing to take a non-aggression pact with those guys. I don't have any real intention of attacking them right now. I actually thought I already got a non-aggression pact with them. Maybe it was someone else. Alright, so there's the enemy investment over there. Now, terms of office, Hilarious has run out of his office there. Okay, raid at Noricum is at -39. What the crap is going on here? Office is secured. -39? Oh, 3 Hun stacks. Okay, well, you know what? That's reasonable. Can you help? Can you help there, Flavius Styleco? Maybe. Did Flavius Styleco have Knight Attacker? Okay, maybe I need to start killing these Hun stacks, and Flavius Styleco seems like a good candidate for it. Because holy crap. Are they ever being obnoxious? Okay, so we need to get people up in office if we can. Alright, looks like none of them can. Flavius Eutytanus, Hilarious, can you? No. Flavius Verus, no. Okay, Publius Laurensis. Sure. I'm just putting whoever can actually go into these positions, except for my military governors. You know what, actually... Let's start putting family members in these, because they're not doing anything with their points anyway right now. So, you're already in office. You can afford to go in. You've already gotten adopted someone. Alright, so these guys. These guys will be fine for this. I would also like to have them secure wives or whatever, but, you know, this is okay for now. Alright, so... Yeah, let's check out how this works. It looks like they don't get reinforcements. Although that did cancel all of my reinforcements. So that was a real dick move, you guys.
We hunger for battle.
Okay, so we could turn around and smash that larger army, potentially. I think we got the ability to do it. What have you guys got here? Okay, we have no real information there. We could find that smaller army, crush it, potentially. Or we could just try and hold on to the stuff that we've got here and hope that they do combined attack next turn. What I could also do is check our mercenaries in the region. And, okay, yeah, this isn't too terrible. So what I could do is start consolidating some of these comitatenses together and recruit some of these mercenary units and have them available if they attack us. And in fact, I could do that even if I attack them, so why don't I go ahead and do that? Well, obviously I would like to do that, but the game is completely, really running poorly lately. I think it's, might be something to do with the amount of map revealed. Because it wasn't this bad back when I didn't have as much near the start. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on one second. Alright, so I've dumped fraps to recording it with less fidelity, but we'll see if that even helps. I don't know, like, what's weird is that there's 2 instances of fraps running, and I cannot seem to stop that from happening right now. Not 100% sure what that's about. A little bit disconcerting. Alright, let's consolidate those 2 units of comitatenses together. I think that that should be enough. I would like to get another unit of cavalry, so we'll definitely get those guys. The question is, what do we want besides that? And something ranged might actually be quite good. So we could go ahead and pick up something like these mercenary Nordic skirmishers, but they look kind of mediocre. They're nothing great. Like our Metiarii are significantly better as far as I can tell. I think so. 35 speed. These guys are a bit faster. It's just that my guys have a lot more health. 28 armor compared to 18. A lot more melee defense. 41 compared to like 24 or something like that. 40 melee damage. These guys have 11 melee damage. So Matiari are actually quite scary in melee combat. That's what's nice about them. But I mean, more javelins is always a good thing. Could just get the bows though. I think we'll get the bows for now, because they fill a niche that I don't have with this army, although we've got, of course, the catapults, so... Now, can we attack these guys and win? They've got 19 units, I've got a full stack of 20, but some of them are quite battered, and this looks like it's a full health, full stack. Some high-quality units mixed in there. I think I want to crush that small army first, so we're going to go ahead and kill them first. Yeah, I don't think that they can do anything here. I think we can safely do an auto-resolve, and then we can take on... No, I'm not going to auto-resolve this, because if I do, we'll lose more people than we should. I have to be very, very careful marshalling these forces. And, yeah, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. I have to, like, kill all these guys, and I have to run as many of them down as possible with cavalry at the end of this, so I'll see you guys on the battlefield there. Alright, so here we are on the battlefield. There's no point in me trying to fight in the fog here. Preferably, I would like to fight on a nice clear day. There we go. Got it. Alright, so there they are. We're just going to pelt them with missiles until they're dead, and we'll swoop in and deal with the remainder using our cavalry. There's nothing really to it. We don't necessarily want to be pushed up super far with our artillery, but looks like these guys are still just a bit out of range. We might as well start with them in range. There's no point not doing that. Right, there we go. Now, this is probably only going to get me like 2% increase in my army size. It's only going to probably replenish about that much, but that should be enough, like, to return to town and have a decent sized army. I just have to make sure that I have like 0 losses here, is essentially what we're looking at. So let's also try and avoid friendly fire if we can. Alright, you guys, how are you guys looking as you get pelted with these artillery shells? This one unit has 8 men and is now down to 7. It looks like they actually took a big hit there. I think they had more than that when they started this fight. Oh, they've already... Alright. Fantastic. Let's get you guys off fire at will. We don't actually want this unit to escape, even though it's shattered and below the threshold. If we capture those 7, we've got a big advantage. Alright. It's like friggin' bombs here. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, they didn't get close enough to me, so we're gonna have to run all the way around behind them, but That's okay. I can lose a little cavalry because I don't have to worry about them for defenses as much. Like, they're useful for running units down, but I don't really need them. Okay, let's move you guys up here. Okay, let's swoop in and get those 7 guys. These guys, I think, are taking fire from the Metiarii soon, which ought to basically finish them off.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Okay, so let's get these guys off of fire at will. These Metiarii have shattered them. Go ahead and start chasing down. I guess get these guys firing at that Nordic warlord. Alright, that unit is now completely gone. We've gotten all 7 of them captured. Alright, so we'll throw some pylum into the backside of that Nordic levy. Yeah, that was enough. Start chasing them. Turn you guys off fire at will. I think these Metiarii should be able to catch them up, but let's send in our cavalry anyway. That general is sticking around. Alright, how many are you guys down to? Just 4, but I still want to kill absolutely every single person in this army. Alright, you guys can come back and start charging down these Nordic levy here. Go help with that. These guys are just about gone. That cavalry will swoop in and take them out real fast. Okay, so we've picked off 4 of them. We'll get these guys around back here on this side, and then we can make sure that we're getting the absolute most of them. Alright, so that's 11 people captured. Or 2 captured, rather. Why is this general still eager? Does he have that high an authority? I'm kind of wondering. Alright, let's get you guys actually firing rocks. I think that's actually going to be better damage at this point in time. Bring in the Metiarii over here. Like, do I actually have to kill the whole unit or something? This is kind of crazy. Let's get these archers out of there. I'm wondering if these guys just won't flee until the actual general himself is dead or something. You can see him over there with the blue shield. Alright, well, we aren't getting hits here. Alright, we almost run down every single Nordic levy there. This is me being, like, super too careful about trying to preserve forces, because, like, I get the feeling like if we don't, we're just going to end up facing, like, army after army after army with those angles, and I wasn't quite prepared for that. I didn't play it quite well enough to deal with that, so I just am being ultra paranoid. Why are you guys taking so long to clean up these Nordic levy? Alright, so I think that was actually about, we're going to move them actually at slightly different angles from each other so that if they start retreating, they're not going to run off in stupid directions and get themselves killed. These Metiarii actually have a lot of veterancy. Wow, these guys are full health. Or something, I don't know. Oh wow, there's going to be like a couple that escape. That's so distressing. Look at that hill. Oh no, come on, get that last little guy. You guys have got 29 kills. Yep, we got the 30th. We're on the wrong sides of it. We should be on the right, but this is okay.
At speed! At speed!
Alright, there we go. And we definitely want to make sure that we actually kill this general. But we can go ahead and fast forward this. We don't really need to worry about any friendly fire. We got all our units turned away, and we can also just turn off fire at will, just in case they run them past them. Alright, so that's a full Nordic Warlord unit captured. We're not going to ransom, we're going to definitely take on soldiers. And maybe we can get this unit up to like maybe 80 or something like that, and some of these units up maybe to like 100 if we're lucky. Because it goes by percentages. It's kind of weird. Like, we'll get maybe 2%, even though there's no way we could fill in that many warriors with the amount that we've captured. So, we'll see. Alright, here we are. 3%. That is actually huge. Alright, let's go ahead and get it.
On the move.
Okay, now what can we do here? We want to get them back, I guess, into Angulus, but do we want to fight that other army right now? I think that we should go back into town here, and we can see that we got a decent number. Decent number of troops back. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be okay there, I think, though. I think that now that they either have to just attack us with the one army, they're going to have to make the decision. Are we going to attack this one army, or are we going to, like, try and starve them out? Like, what are we going to try and do here? And I think that that's going to help us out a little bit in terms of fighting these guys. What are we going to do with this fleet? I don't know, actually. We'll get them back to Camulodunum to get a little bit more public order. I think that ought to do the trick as far as that goes. We really could do with a church here, damn it. I keep thinking that, but I never actually get around to having the food surplus. And I need 5 now, which is quite a bit. It's a shame I don't have any more building slots there. Anyway, event messages, that's probably just enemy dead. Yeah, so let's not worry about that too much. Yeah, right at Norcom is where we're going to have a rebellion. Yeah, no, we're still going to have one. Holy crap, you Huns are dicks. Okay, let's go into our diplomacy here. Let's see what the Angles are angling for. We did just kill their... Okay, they're moderately willing to go for a peace treaty, but I won't be able to get much out of them, so that's not really worth it. Bedinians down there, I'm not going to really worry about them too much right now. They seem to be busy doing their own thing. Burgundians over here. They're reliable, defensive, and cautious, so they're unlikely to go to war with me. So that's okay. Jutes up here. They're starting to warm up to me a little bit, which is kind of funny considering that we started off at war with each other and then now they've taken over the French. Anyway, alright. I should actually check as well, like, what's our trade income right now anyway? Trade is 9,691, so we're actually making quite a bit. I definitely feel like I want to upgrade those gold mines. It's just so hard to find an opportunity to do it without screwing yourself over. Okay, let's go ahead and get one here, because our happiness public order right here is 13, which is probably partly due to this guy. But that's not bad. I'm pretty happy with it. What else can we get here? It's summer, so we're getting growth automatically. We don't have to worry about certain things. Carthage is working on that. We don't have much else we can get here. We can get another colonia here. But we'll see if there's more important places or more easily... Oh yeah, this place is easier to manage because we can get the capital to upgrade to the governor's house here, and that's an easier fix. Let's go ahead and check Britannia Inferior. Okay, we need to upgrade our sanitation in this province, so let's go ahead and do that. Britannia Superior. They're getting a little bit of happiness, but that's because of garrison partly. We're getting a fishing jetty there, so that will help. In fact, that'll get rid of even more public disorder than it's causing, so that's fine. Caledonia at Hibernia, some problems there. They've got enough food. They've turned over to Christianity primarily, so Latin Christianity is now the predominant religion, so our religious differences is dropping a little bit. So that's good. Carthage down here is at flatline. That's not great, that's not brilliant or anything, but that's not bad either, so we're going to leave that as is. Dalmatia over here, I think they're having problems with raiders. Yeah, the Huns are there. Anything interesting there? Not really, okay. Galatia. Oh yeah, we can upgrade this place. Let's get a governor's house there. We could also go ahead and get the bathhouse, because we're going to be getting some stuff there eventually. Well, let's check elsewhere. Liguria. Okay, the Colonia there should help a little bit. Lugdunensis. They're actually okay right now, come to think of it. Magna Graecia. They're going to be fine once that finishes, so we can leave them alone. Mauritania. Can't do a whole lot about Mauritania right now. Okay, is Christianity on the rise here? It is. I don't know how much further up it'll go, but hopefully we can drop this down to -2 religious differences, and that would help. Maximus Sequenorium. Okay, this place is having some real problems. They're at -20 food right now as part of it. I really need to get to that food surplus, but that's a slow process. We're just going to have to rely on the fact that I kind of have armies that I can pop over there, no problem. So we'll leave that as is. Narbo over here. We could upgrade this Latin Martyrium. I think part of the problem is we're probably shifting over a little bit to Greco-Roman Paganism. No, we are actually shifting to Latin Christianity. So we're not really getting any major problems from religious differences, and frankly, the immigrants aren't even a huge problem here. The thing is, I guess I need a capital building here pretty badly. We could get a grape press, and that'll sort of help level things out instead. Pannonia over here, they're going to have some major problems because they've got so many raiders here. What can we actually get from our raiding buddies here? Burgundians give Germanic spearmen. Well, whatever. Nothing good there. Raid at Noricum. We are getting the food sorted out here a little bit, but obviously those Huns eating everything is not helping us any. Venetia. Alright, so I can't do anything about them right now. That's fine, though. Frisia, we weren't doing anything there. Germania, yeah, they're fine. Sahara. I think we were deliberately causing rebellions here, if we could, actually. Can I move you guys just outside the town? Yeah, I can. Actually, no, they still won't cause a rebellion there. Okay, okay, so that little bit of money there, why don't we go ahead and throw that towards some sort of just random building that'll give us a little bit of security there. Like, oh yeah, we were going to build a bathhouse here. I think that's actually a fine purchase. Okay, now then, what else do we have to deal with? I think we were going to move these guys up into here. We might actually start fighting them soon, so I'm going to move these guys into regular speed. Oh, there's the Roxolanians. I need to check something, actually. Yeah, they are there. And they've gone up... No, that's the Iazages. I thought I killed you guys. No, those are Huns, actually. Never mind. Okay, yeah, so I think they're going to be down there. I don't want to scare them off or anything like that, so I'm just going to stay here, theoretically sort of outside of their line of sight, line of view. In fact, we might even move back a little bit, because we can cover, I think, a lot more of this than they can with their ships, because theirs are transports. A dedicated navy does move a lot faster than the transports. Yeah, I'm really wondering if I should go fight these Huns soon. Well, next turn would be the earliest I could try it, because Flavius Stilicho can actually do a really good job at fighting them. Much better than my other generals, because of his night attack ability. So, we'll stick with that. What else have we got here? Okay, I think that is everything that we're going to be doing for now. So, I'm going to do another quick check around for everything, just that same sort of tired old thing, just wanting to get everything absolutely nailed down 100%, and I will get back to you once I've figured all that out. Alright, we're back. I think actually we're at the point where like the family is big enough here that I'm going to start getting these people to seek wives, which I think is a useful trait to have. This guy obviously can't do his yet, but that should be okay. Alright, let's go ahead, hit end turn. I think that was all I wanted to do. I could start thinking about recruiting another army, but we're actually almost at cap. We've got 7 out of 10, and I need some to go around crushing rebels, so we need to deal with that. I probably should also go through my governors again to see if I can pop any research bonuses onto their retainer slots again. I try to keep those as full as possible, but you never know when you're going to get those. You don't get them anywhere near as often as I'd like to, but you still also get a ton of them, so... Alright, the Franks have headed off into the wild blue yonder. I don't know what they're doing still. The Geats have showed up at Eildon. What the crap? Alright, Now this is what we in the business like to refer to as bullshit. Okay, right, we're gonna pop an entire army stack up at Eldon by using mercenaries. We might definitely need to start fighting those goddamn Huns now because they're all over me. If they start moving towards Rome or something like... Well, let's check their traits right now. I might have to just check the traits. If they're, like, defensive or cautious or anything like that, then it doesn't really actually matter that much. I think those guys moved back up to Alabu. That's fine. Now, even if we get attacked by a fairly large-sized Geet force at, in Britain, we should be able to fend them off using a full-scale mercenary army. It's going to be expensive, though, and the upkeep on it is going to be brutal. Alright, so we've got some problems there. Alright, so you've got -1 to his cunning, but personal influence is 1 per turn. No, that's pretty weak sauce. Office secured. Rejection, yep. Control -2%. Balance of power has shifted. I think we might be a little bit weak now. Nope, acceptable. We were at balanced. Okay, well, that'll help our public order, I suppose, a little bit. Okay. If I could get Master of Offices, that would be interesting. Alright, we've got a low loyalty guy here. Well, I don't think he's going to fix his own problem as far as loyalty goes, so let's go ahead and have him seek a wife. Maybe that'll make him feel better. Who could go ahead and secure his loyalty best? I think it's best if he does it. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is stupid that they just popped in here like that. I don't even know where they came in from. They look like they're full health, so I guess that these guys have the ability to go across water with no penalty. Alright, so who of you wants to be the leader of an army that's probably going to get killed? You look up for it. Yeah, your zeal is a penalty, your authority is a penalty. Okay, well... cunning minus, loyalty minus. Well, if you get killed, that means that it doesn't really matter a whole lot to me. Let's get these guys into Eldon. Let's get all of these mercenaries that we can hired. How many units do we really need for this army? Let's hire these so far. That's 11 units. What have we got here so far? We see some warhounds. Those aren't too scary. Nordic skirmishers, that's fine. Nordic pikemen, that's fine. We've got 4 skirmisher units. We've got 3 good axe units. Some crap units. I mean, what else could we really get here that would be helpful in this situation? Not much. Gaze hounds, I don't know. This could be good, but they might not be. I don't really use dog units that often. We'll get them. We'll get them. Okay, so I think that these 16 units, 14 units, because Eldon has a part garrison. Ooh, even worse. We'll only have 13 units, I think. Yeah, so those 13 units versus their 20. I think we might be able to pull it off, but because we don't have those good sturdy frontline Roman units, I might want to do something a little bit more extreme here. Mounted spear raiders could be a good addition to this. Cavalry raiders could be a good addition. Berserkers might be the best choice though, because they've got cause fear. We'll go with the cause fear and try and break them really quickly. Alright, so it's stupid that I have to do that much just to deal with that stupid problem, but whatever, it's the way it is. Okay, we could get a rally field there, but we could also just destroy that. We could convert this to the guardhouse, which I think is actually good here. The livestock herd is causing me some problems in terms of squalor, but we'll fix that by getting a bathhouse in this region, which I think is fine. Can we reach El Abu this turn? No, we cannot. Will we cause a revolt if we step out of this province?
Ready for orders. Waiting for orders.
I could actually probably take El Abu before we lose control of Angulus. I think it's a tricky call, honestly. Okay, I might need to send these guys to look for more Geet stuff. Well, let's check some other things first. Alright, so, are these guys still in here? Nope. Right, so I'm not going to be able to do that quest, because up yours game. Alright, Vanguard of Lugus, yeah, that is them. I'm not going to be able to do that quest. Okay, well, whatever. Who do we want to fight the Huns, really? Let's check their traits. I need to check their traits. Like, it is so stupid that they only stick around in my territory. They're unreliable, they're aggressive, they're opportunists, they dislike Western... Okay, well, it looks like, yeah, they are definitely setting up to attack me, so I'm going to move this army down from Sopianiae to Siscia, and this one over into Verunum. No, can I rush these guys down towards Aquileia before I declare war? I can, and I will. Yeah, and we've got another army here that can strike at these, the coming storm.
Ready for battle.
Alright, so the only real problem is that they'll probably trash Sopianiae. Actually, I need to go back and redo that shit. I can just load from the autosave, though, so that's fine. Okay, I'll be right back. Because I actually have to probably attack this army. I have to probably attack them, completely destroy them, then get into Siscia. And I have to run these guys. Oh man, this is going to be complex. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, so we have to do this very, very precisely. So it's a nice thing that I can get to here without having to fuddle around with anything too complex. So I need to move these guys from Severia to here. We should be able to defend Verunum with these guys here, and they're on the wrong side of Iovavum. So I should be able to move this army to Aquileia. The question is, do I want to move them all the way to Aquileia? Because what I can do potentially is move them... Ooh, this is going to be really tricky. Okay, so here's the thing. If I wanted to defend Aquileia, I have to move them now. That's the only time I'm going to be able to make it there. Any other time, and I can only make it to where this Hun army is, and that's no good. So Aquileia will be undefended if I don't move them now. But this army, I don't know if they can power through, even with night attack. Actually, let's check something here. There are 5 There are 5 mercenary units that are actually worth potentially taking against these Hun stacks. So what I can do is crack through a Hun army, consolidate my units together, crush... Yeah, I could crush one Hun army, consolidate them together, get a bunch of mercenaries, crush the next one, hire a bunch of mercenaries, and then crush the last one, and then hire a bunch of mercenaries. What I could also do is just move these guys right past here on the path towards Aquileia. So this tree is a good marker. Okay, so now they're within reinforcement range of some of these Hun army stacks. Now, if I choose to do a night battle, the interesting thing is that it's too late for them to run once I've done that, so I still get to get a fight guaranteed. So the reason that this is quite good is because I can crack through that first Hun army, recruit a whole bunch of guys, attack the second... No, I don't want to be in range of both of them. I only want to be in range of that one, actually. Now, if I attack this army, they'll think that they've got an army advantage, that they've got both of those, and I can attack them... I can attack this last one, get this army as reinforcements, and then I can run them to Aquileia still. So they'd still be able to block off the Servants of Khan here. Alright, so let's see if we can get a lot of money, or any money at all, out of the Eastern Roman Empire to go to war with the Huns.
You will find me a willing and attentive audience for your speech. Give tongue to your words, and I will
It's only
answer.
moderate. Okay, how far can I get before they say low? Okay, 6,300, so it's probably around here. Rejected, damn it. Okay, we're gonna try exactly 4,000. Huh, okay. Man, this is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be rocky. Because I need to eke out every penny I can for a fight against the Huns. Okay, if this is like 3,000 only, I'm gonna be so mad. They have a moderate chance of just giving me that much money. I love that. Holy crap, it's gonna be... This is so low. Like, this is so crappy. I can't... Oh my god. Okay, good. We at least got 3,000. That'll pay for the mercenaries at least. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll upgrade these levies armaturae. We'll go ahead and attack this Hun stack first. You know, I'm going to call this an episode, I think, because we're going to be doing, like... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we're going to be doing 5 consecutive battles, and they're all going to be fairly large, major battles, and that's going to be ridiculous. But also interesting. So, yeah, I will see you guys in our next episode where it is nothing but fighting Huns. In fact, we might do this episode across like 4 parts or something like that. And even then, like, we're probably going to march up to Alabu up here, maybe. Actually, no, because it'll be winter. I'll have to wait till spring, so we'll replenish these forces. Anyway, I hope you found this episode enjoyable. We're doing some really crazy stuff now. And of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time. Okay, so I lied. I checked the runtime on that video. Turns out we've got plenty of time to do another fight. So we're going to do one fight against these Huns. This is the one that's sort of near Sirmium. Crap, it's going to rain no matter what. And we're going to give this a go. We're going to give this a crack. They're going to be up on this plateau, I suspect, so we're going to deploy up here. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that this army didn't actually have that many, this didn't have that many cavalry, which is a bit odd, but they did have a lot of pikes, if I recall, like 2 units of them. We're going to try and target those with our archers there. That's kind of an important unit. We're going to have our mercenary lances on each of these flanks here. And we're also going to have spears on either of these flanks. This is going to be a little bit like the sort of formation that we actually have against people. But I think that the Huns are dangerous enough to warrant that, although this Hun army actually was displaying as something that I should be able to easily beat. Don't know if that's true. I didn't see very many like Lancer-type units from them, though, so maybe that'll help. Alright, let's get you guys up to here, maybe? Don't really know. Until the Huns get the heavy siege onagers, they're not too big a threat in this game, but once they get those, man, are they ever brutal. Alright, let's crest this hill, find out that we're in range of some catapults or something like that, and immediately regret our decision to fight here. Thankfully, at least it's raining, so if it is raining down missiles on me, it won't be quite as bad. But on the other hand, actually, they just use rocks. I don't know if the rain actually affects flaming shot when you're firing at units. I don't think it does. Alright, so I know that they had a lot of Hunnic Warband, and they had a lot of these steppe levies. Mercenary Germanic Mounted Brigands. So they have got a Hunnic Mounted Bow, but I still feel a little bit more intimidated by those pikes there. So we'll probably make them the targets of our ranged units, to at least a certain extent. Might have to do a cross-up with our Matiarii. Oh shit, we left our Germanic Warband behind. I probably don't even need them in this fight. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring them up just in case, because I'm a moron. It's just like, I was thinking melee troops. Yeah, let's get all my melee troops blocked together. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, no, I actually have mercenaries. I will be back in just a second. Alright, we're back. So, yeah, I just walked them up here. The Huns didn't do anything about it. Alright, so let's advance towards the enemy. I'm not sure if I'm going to want to... Yeah, I probably want to drop into shield wall here. They've got enough Hunnic mounted bows that they're kind of a threat. Mercenary Germanic mounted warband, or whatever, raiders. Brigands, all the same to me. And then they've got these mercenary Germanic hunters. Those aren't actually as big a threat as steppe bows, so it's kind of funny that they've got those. Alright, we want to get just outside of our bow range so we can use their bows as reference, so we can probably just get outside that line there and probably be okay. So I think maybe up here they might start attacking me. That hill up there is a little bit intimidating. I don't really want to get too close to it, so I might try and do a lure before we actually get up there. We'll have our Matiarii actually set up so that they're firing just as things sort of get across that, and these guys to intercept, so that should stop anything that's sort of cresting that hill. And this Matiarii I mean, we'll be okay there. Let's get you guys up here, actually. And what we'll do is we'll walk our archers forward sort of by themselves and just try and lure their army in. And that should work out just okay. I think this cliff here is too extreme for units to stand on, so we'll see though. Oh no, they can. Okay, we'll go like this then. So we've got raised banners, so that's good for us. It's not the worst, I'll say that much. Okay, let's get everybody into Testudo that can get into Testudo. You as well. Yeah, I frankly would be kind of pissing myself if I was the Huns here, but because this is like a wall of shields. It's kind of not what you want to be facing when you're an archer. Alright, how much further before they've been enticed, I wonder? Okay, maybe a little bit further? Like that, maybe? It's actually quite a bit further before they'll probably come, but they're supposed to run up a hill there. Maybe I should actually go up a bit further forward, just so that they really are going up that hill. Okay, okay, so let's get a really good downhill shot with this Meitiarii. Actually, whose Arc of Fire is that? It's one of those horse archers. Okay, so I think this is about as far as we can go anyway. Nope. So if they try and charge up from this side, they're really going to get a crappy charge line there. Alright, so that should be okay. This flank is actually anchored pretty well, but we'll move these guys up just so that they're more adjacent. And we'll have them curve back a little bit, that's fine. Our Lancers there should make things really interesting if they try to rush me. Alright, you guys are in Testudo? Okay, good. You guys are in Testudo? No? Okay. We'll get you guys in Testudo. And let's move just that little bit further forward with these guys. Just keep on creeping forward. Keep on creeping. Keep on creeping. Alright. I think they've got longer range than I do. I think that's part of the problem here. I definitely feel as though they do. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we'll retreat back with these guys because they seem content with just shooting at me. Meitiarii actually have a decent block chance, but not anywhere near as good as a unit in Testudo formation, so pretty okay with moving back here with them. Let's go ahead and switch you guys over to this other... Oh, they're aiming at my archers, though. Shit. Well, we'll let these guys run through their precision shot, and then I'll run them backwards. But the ability to kill these Hunnic mounted bows right now is actually pretty strong, because I don't have very many units that can easily get at them. So we are going to probably have to run them out of ammunition. Oh crap, but we're taking a lot more damage on these guys. I think they're focus firing my archers. Alright, so we're going to run them away. It looks like a lot of them are still aiming at my other units, though. So this should be fine. Alright, Alright, the Meitiarii over on this flank should be able to shoot at these guys, and if they try and sweep around too far, I'm going to charge them with my Lancers, and that will crush them. It's a downhill... This is like as much downhill as this could get. So... Alright, these guys are going to take some shots. And they're running straight into the fronts of shield walls. Go get them, Tigers. Boom. And away we go on those Hunnic mounted warband. Alright, so they've started bouncing on my front lines here. Let's get these axes in. They're starting to try and flee from my Lancers, which is a terrible mistake. Like, it's really a bad choice to try and do that. Let's get you guys aiming specifically at these pikes there. Let's get you guys also trying to aim at these pikes if I can. I wonder if these Hunnic mounted warband can actually escape. They might be able to turn around, though. So we'll keep chasing them down. Alright, coming to Tensis, go in that fight there. You guys are being blocked, but let's get you guys over here. Let's get our Lancers around over this way. We could start shooting at the general, maybe. Yeah, let's go do that for a second here. We'll bring these guys over, just cover those archers if I have to. Oh, you guys are doing poorly. Why is that? The enemy general's dead already.
Our victory grows ever nearer.
Alright, those guys are shattered and off the field, basically. Alright, well, this was a resounding success. Yeah, this army is just shattering right away. What the hell are these guys that are doing so well against me? Also, why hasn't their army routed? Let's get our other unit of cavalry out here, just the Lanny horsemen. You guys can fight these guys. We didn't get a charge here, but that's fine. They're trying to run away from us, I think. Oh, wow. Actually, no, they did really good damage to us there. Our steppe lancers are getting trashed. So it's a good thing that we're going to be able to reinforce them. Okay, so yeah, the fact that these guys are going to be able to get away is going to help, because we'll be able to start recruiting those. Okay, yeah, both our Lancer units got kind of trashed there. So, this was the second route that they've done, so they can't actually, like, this should be their army destroyed, so we'll go ahead and end battle here. It doesn't really matter too much. We should get a decent amount regardless from the number of people we killed there. Man, those Lancers did so much damage on those charges, but when they don't get those charges, they are glass. Like, even skirmisher cavalry was just trouncing them. That army, once the general died, was a lot more fragile morale-wise than I thought they were going to be. Okay, so here we are. I'm pretty sure that we should take on warriors here. We're going to get 9% back. How much money would we get? Only 538. That's actually a pretty large chunk of money, but I want to take on warriors here just so that these guys are ready to fight again. And, oh, what the shit?
At once.
That was the second run that they've done. Why does the AI get to run 3 times sometimes? Like, this is so bullshit. Alright, so this army's actually quite well off now, though, in some respects, so... Okay, well, whatever. Battle movement speed for the commander's unit? No, well, I want the cunning, actually. Let's go ahead and get that. Oh, and this guy can get a level, so I can do this. That'll get me up to 6 once I get that retainer next turn. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have these guys move up to block them at this pass here. Although I could also...
Commander, we hunger for...
Like, could I attack both of these armies with these guys and win? And do I have enough movement to do that is more important.
Ready for battle.
I hate the cheating AI. Alright, yeah, we'll get this army up to here. We'll block this road.
March.
And these guys will be stuck here, basically. Like, they could get to Sirmium, possibly. But I don't care if they attack Sirmium, because we'll be able to lift that siege no problem. This is going to harm our ability to recruit new units, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and attack these guys now. They're gonna run because they're at... Oh, they're not gonna run. Interesting. So these guys are gonna have an opportunity to rally those forces there and attack me again. But at the same time, I don't think I really care, because this is a really powerful force of just brute force walk through enemy kind of thing. We won't be able to catch them, but we could even auto-resolve this probably. Yeah, I think that we might be able to do this one on auto-resolve. Well, I don't know, the AI, the computer cheats. Like, it tells you that you've got, yeah, you'll win. It's like, you'll win, yeah, it's fine. But then you lose, and it's kind of like that every time. So we'll play this on the battlefield, and we'll see how it goes. But, you know, that's just the way the game is. Alright, and this should be another quick fight here. They've got a siege engine, so we're going to run them out of ammunition here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I want to run them out on my steppe bows here. We'll go ahead and set these guys up for flaming arrows, because they don't seem to have any pikes this time, so that should be okay. This is going to be an interesting front line, because we don't have any... This is going to be a weird fight. Okay, let's get our Protectores Domestici up here. We'll put them into their shield wall formation once we get into the fight, I guess? I don't really know. 200% entity mass is the important part for deflecting a cavalry charge, so either of these would actually work. 25. Actually, Mobile Testudo is a little bit better. Oh no, shield defense. The shield defense does help against both missiles and melee attacks, so it's kind of... I could frontline with these units, actually. Why don't I frontline with these units, then walk in the other units behind them? So we can go like this, and this is kind of okay. It's not ideal or anything, but it works. We've got only one unit of cavalry. Like I said, this is not exactly a very sensible army. I'm going to actually have to recruit some cavalry into this army here. We'll probably... I don't know what I'll even get rid of here. This is actually a fairly well-tailored composition, where not for the fact that we don't have any cav. And you know, actually, sometimes you don't need cav against the factions like the Huns, because like you just sort of let them smash themselves against your infantry, and then you chase them down on the field and kill them. They're actually moving up a bit. No, they're just readjusting their lines. No, I don't know what they're doing. Because it was predicting I had an advantage. What are these? These are step bows for them as well, and a mercenary Germanic hunter, so one of each. A lot of their units are severely depleted. I think it's mostly winter attrition that they've been taking. Still, they're definitely trying to come to grips with us. They're very aggressive here. Alright, you guys, let's have you guys spread out and move into range there. I kind of want to have bows living throughout this fight, but it doesn't really matter tremendously. There's no way they've got enough cavalry to crack through this infantry wall that I've got that I can present them. The only problem, of course, is that I don't have anything that can easily or decisively take them down without just taking a lot of cycle charges. Because the AI does do cycle charges. It's just, we should be able to survive a cycle charge or two. Oh wow, they're really going to town with those boulders there. I should probably be dancing around dodging these, but it's probably okay. I can't imagine this coming back to bite me in the ass. You know, it's fine. Mercenary Step Lancers, a couple of them. Alright. Well, let's just check what he's babbling on about. Alright, so just because it's been happening quite a bit, I've decided to disable my Steam messages thing for a little while here. We'll get back to my buddy in just a second here, but anyway. Talking some shop with D&D, we've got very, very interesting characters in it, because we are both basically playing the same thing, even though neither of us have taken any of the same classes. And both of our characters are completely ideologically opposite, but we have exactly the same build. It's kind of the way it is. I think it actually is hilarious, but yeah. Neither of our characters are very, very nice people, but anyway, let's go ahead and go drop everybody into Testudo here. Let's drop all you guys into shield wall and start bringing them kind of around the sides like this, because we might as well. We'll bring our general through the center here. Put him in shield wall as well, why not? Shield walls for everybody. You get a shield wall, and you get a shield wall. Or something like that. We'll bring these guys back around like this, I think, actually. I don't want them... Like, the thing about Mattiari is I always want to decide sort of what they're going to do when I get closer to the enemy line, kind of have a better idea of my composition and my approach. So that's kind of why we're doing things the way we're doing them. Let's just move these guys up, trigger the enemy, and run back away right away. We're not going to even bother waiting around to see what happens. Alright, let's go ahead and hit play here. Now we have got our units in these Testudo formations, and around the flanks they've got that shield wall formation. We don't really have the ability to bring cavalry into the fight here to try and stop them from doing horrible things to us, but as you can see, we have got shield walls. Oh crap. Alright, so that unit is going to get just crushed, but at the same, no, they actually got a really crappy charge there somehow. I don't understand how or why, but they got a really crappy charge there. Alright, well, whatever. You three, let's get you up here. Oh, actually, no, they did do a lot of damage, though. Well, actually, no, our unit was just wavering for some reason at 126 men. I guess it's because our morale's kind of low for those units. We need you guys to fire at Lancers. Armatiari seems to be doing an okay job of their job.
Our general is being attacked! Keep him alive!
Alright, our general is in that, but we can move him into this instead. Enemy general is dead. Fantastic. Excellent indeed. That's another way of saying it. Alright, you guys. Let's get you guys into this mobile testudo. I mean, you can even get them in mobile testudo and walk towards the enemy archers there. I don't really care. Let's get them into that mobile testudo. Let's get our cavalry out of that fight. The general being dead, what's that really mean for me? Not a whole lot, in all honesty. Oh, crap. I guess it's because these guys are not particularly good against infantry. Alright, you guys, get over there. Let's use this even though it doesn't do anything. Ability's so crap. Alright, their archers are actually dealing a lot of damage to these Protectores Domestici. It's kind of disturbing, actually, how much damage that is. Alright, we've got these guys pinned down here, so we should be able to win that fight regardless, but why don't we go ahead and see what we can do here. Firing our bows at these guys here. Want to fire at these guys potentially. Alright, let's get you guys back, I guess. Fire at the, or charge into these mounted bows. It might be actually better to just let our Mataiarie fight there. Alright, so our combat census are fleeing, but that's fine. Okay, so these guys firing away into melee there, that's okay. Alright, so these guys are down to 23 men, and I'm not going to be able to catch them. Alright, so yeah, I kind of figured they were about to shatter. Alright, you guys. I'm not going to be able to catch up to much of this army, but gotta sort of do what you can. We didn't lose too many troops here, I don't think. So we're pretty okay with the results. Let's capture as many of these steppe spearmen as we can. Protectores Domestici, yes. That is indeed what you guys are. Yeah, that cavalry is way gone now. Right, let's go ahead and hit fast forward here. Let's get you guys chasing after the further ones. Let's have you guys chasing after those steppe tribes people. No reason really not to try and get as many of these little bastards off the field as we can get. We even have a couple shots at these guys, why don't we? Oops, not whistling. Alright, we got them down to 18 men, that's pretty okay. Alright, and those guys, one of them must have clipped the table edge. Alright, let's go ahead and end battle. We'll replenish our forces again, and then continue our march through these goddamned Huns. Wow, their catapults didn't really die. I guess they retreated before they could actually take very many losses, but without their general, we should be relatively well off here, and frankly, they don't have that many men left, compared to my 2,300. So that's going to be everything we're going to do for this episode. I hope you found this one enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.